today I'm going to show you the best action figures of Lord Toranaga from FX's Shogun. They're absolutely amazing and beautifully made with so many details. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Weeboo, where we explore everything collectibles. Everything. Okay, today we've got two action figures of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the former Shogun of Japan. The Toranaga-sama that you guys saw in FX's Shogun is based on him. As one of Japan's greatest shoguns, he was titled Sei Taishogun, which means Commander-in-Chief that warred against the barbarians. He was the ruler of Edo and started the Edo period of Japan, and Edo later became Tokyo. Anyways, we're not a history channel, so let's take a look at the figures. These are the only two 1/6 scale action figures of Tokugawa Ieyasu on the market right now. This one from 101 Toys is based on his golden armor, which he wore in his earlier days, but is entirely made out of plastic because it's a toy after all. This one is based on his classic all black armor, and oh boy, trust me, this is the main dish. The entire armor is die-cast and has so much details. Just the helmet itself is as heavy as your smartphone. So let's start with the main dish. Start with the box, not a lot of things to look at. This is the symbol of his clan, here, Tokugawa Ieyasu. So the box opens like this. Ooh. And a lot of drawings. This can use as the background, but I always hate the folding part here, so I barely ever use it. The cover art, beautifully made. Open this up, another layer. It's so heavy. Let's weigh this thing. 900 grams, and if you add everything to it, it's gonna be a kilo. Let's open the 101 as well. The 101 Toys one does not come with a stand, but this is actually the one that is going to need a stand. So I'm actually going to use the Coomodel stand for the 101. Just to compare a little bit, I'm going to put the 101 on the scale just to show you. This one is only 380 grams. I'm going to start with the Coomodel one. I'm going to show you guys the accessories first. And I actually did a little bit of homework. I'm going to tell you guys how to pronounce all of the parts of the samurai armor in Japanese. And what do they do? Kabuto, helmet, is as heavy as your smartphone, really. And the whole top part is metal, and you can see the details in the back, right? It moves like this. It's not really metal, it's kind of it's plastic, but these are all real threads, and the details are just amazing. These two ear-like parts are called Fukigaishi. They kind of look like ears, and I don't know what are they actually used for. And here, the side of it, actually the whole part is called shikoro. It's basically a neck guard. And how does it guard the neck? If you flip it open, you can see the details inside, and it's all metal as well. The chains. This part that protects the forehead is called mabizashi. This part is red, very catchy, really highlights the helmet. And of course, this kabuto is missing something, which is this part, maidate. The ornament, the front, the decoration of the helmet. You just put it on like this. It's not really, pretty loose to be honest, but you know, it's so heavy, you're not gonna pose it crazy, so it stays on. It's a completely different feeling after you put on the maidate. It is actually true, just like the TV show Shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu actually dreamed about the design of this helmet and asked somebody to make it exactly how he dreamt it. And then it's still kind of missing something which we didn't see a lot in the TV show, mengu, which is mask. This is actually really well made to protect your face and your neck. This part is called yodarikake. The funny thing is, in Japanese is the same name as the little apron that babies wear. Different than the helmet is not really plastic anymore. This is definitely metal because I can't bend it at all. And as you can see, it's sewed by threads as well. Pretty flexible. The hair right here, it falls off a little bit, so I glued it on. Doesn't matter, really good detail. And if you flip it around, there's elastic right here, which makes it easier to put on the head sculpt. Gunbai. Short for Gunbai Uchiwa. So it's a metal fan that uses for communication. Usually it's the commander that holds it and uses it for communicating with his army, giving commands. Charge, fall back, time for lunch. I don't know. So this is pretty heavy too. And actually, if you try to let the figure hold it, it doesn't really stay because it's so heavy, right? You have to look for a certain angle where it's stuck. The joints are pretty tight. You won't have any problem lifting it. It's just, if it's not at the right angle, it's pretty loose, this part. Funny enough, this is the same thing as Obito and Madara's big ass fan in Naruto. Alright, let's get to the armor. Do. So this big part is called do, and the front and the top and the bottom has different names, but I actually didn't do research on that one. And now we go to the shoulders. Actually, there are two pieces missing here, which are here. So these two are sode. It's really hard to put it on, almost impossible with your bare hands. So what I recommend is you have your tweezers ready, and please use the metal ones. I tried the plastic ones, they don't work at all. So what you want to do is first, this part, you want to pull the thread out like this. So you see the little hook here. I find my one is bigger than the other, so you always want to do the smaller one first. And then you come here, have your tweezers go through the little hole, and then you hold this little piece, this little metal piece right here, and you do the same with the other side. The first time that I tried it, it took me about 20 minutes just to get the shoulder pads on. Once you have it on, it's not going to fall off. I'm sweating just by doing this. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, finally done, and it looks like this. Thank you, tweezers. This part is the same thing, die cast, connected with threads. Really, I can only imagine. I've been collecting for more than a decade, but this piece really shocked me because I can only imagine how much work is going into each individual pieces. It's just wow. Kote, armed sleeves. So it's specifically this part, and this part is connected because this is the joint that needs to move, right? So there's a lot of chains, and these are die cast as well. Under the shoulder armor, you can see how amazingly these little metal pieces and the chains are sewed to the shoulder. This part, die cast as well. And if I go down a little bit further, Deko. So it's specifically hand armor, which is fabric inside. I can't really flip it over for you guys to see. And there's elastic that goes on the hand, so it connects a little bit better. Really nice detail, but it'll be a nightmare to just change hands every time if you want to put the elastic on. So I just never put it on. Kuzazuri, which is armored skirt. So this part, also connected by threads, more flexible here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces in total. 3 in the front, 4 in the back. Why one more? Probably got a big ass. And if I flip it here, Aidatte. This is thigh guard. So specifically for your thigh, it's fabric inside, and you can see the pattern here. Really well done. You kind of see it through the threads here, but you really actually have to flip it to see the details. And if you flip both, you can see the pants inside, very hip hop, very baggy. Tsuneyatte, shin guard. So this part is die cast as well, a little bit thinner, right? And if you see the back is actually not protected. And this fabric, you get an extra just in case it breaks, I suppose. Kogake. So this is basically the metal shoes. These are die cast as well. That's how amazing it is. You can see it's actually real threads wrapped around, and some of them are coming loose already. I'm so scared of moving them. And if you see the bottom, it goes through these little holes here. 100% these are the parts that are gonna break first. And another thing I have to give credit is that the ball joint on the ankle is really tight. And if you flip it here, you can kind of see that it's actually a metal ball joint. That creates a lot more friction for the joint, and that's what makes this really heavy figure stand still like this. And let's pull this head off. So the head sculpt overall is not bad, and it comes with a little ponytail right here. Poke it in from the back, and you can see the whole look. but obviously you take it off when you're putting on the helmet. Especially I love the haircut, you know, thinking about having one myself. See the details of the skin, like the paint job is actually not bad at all. If I have to pick out some flaws, is probably the facial hair. It looks a little bit, looks not really well done, but you have to look really close to see the flaws. But my absolute favorite thing about this head sculpt is his double chin. Look at this, so realistic. Put it back on. Wakizashi. So this is the short blade that samurais carry, and is the only blade that is allowed for samurais to carry at all times. Even if you're in a meeting, right? You have to remove the katana, but you're expected to keep this just in case anything happens, right? And if you pull it out, ooh, pretty sharp. Obviously, it's not a real knife, but it's still pretty sharp. You don't really see a lot of details, it's just a piece of metal, so nothing to really look at here. The handle, the texture is kind of like little dots. I suppose it's for creating some friction. Tachi. So this is actually not a katana. It's a little bit longer than a katana. It's called a tachi. Its curvy is longer because it's more convenient to use a tachi when you're on horse, because it's so curvy and so long, it's easier to slash your enemies when you're on a horse. Really, really nice details. Still not a real blade, but you can see the marks on the blade, and it just looks very, very nice, even from afar. All right, now you're gonna put it back. Jinbaori. So Jinbaori is a battle surcoat. So it actually, you wear this outside of your armor, and if you open it, you can see the fabric inside is kind of shiny. I think it's probably silk. Even in FX's Shogun, you can see that the black ship was trading Japanese silver for silk. And the figure also comes with 2 fists and 2 relaxed hands. Okay, now we're going to put all of the accessories on, and it's actually a little bit tricky, especially the helmet part. So what you want to do is, first you want to make a knot here, just a regular knot. Don't make it too long, make a knot that is loose. The other one as well, right here, really, really loose. And now what you want to do is, you want the left to go through the right and the right to go through the left. Bang, bang. You want to put the helmet on, and then you can see that it creates a little thing for the chin. Next step, you want to kind of tighten it. Tighten the knots on both sides. Don't forget, right is left, left is right. And then you kind of pull it back a little bit, and you want to tie it on the back. So it looks something like this. It kind of wraps around the chin, and you go to the back, you kind of tie it in the back, and that's it. I usually put on the maidate last, just in case it falls, so I don't break it. Now we're gonna put the wakizashi. Usually when we see in the show, it goes on the side of your waist. But for this one, because it's battle armor, it actually goes through here. That's from the instruction. I don't know exactly why, but I suppose it's easier to pull the blade out this way, especially when you're riding a horse, right? You can just single-handedly put it out right here. And now the tachi. You unwrap the threads. There are 2 little holes here, right to the left and left to the right. So it does something like this. And now it goes on the side of it. You basically wrap it around the waist and you tie it on the other end. All right, there you go. And another thing here, we forgot the mempo. So you want to stretch the elastic, but do be careful because the mengu is metal, but the head sculpt is not. You want to stuck it right at the nose. Don't go too low, so it covers the whole face. You want to put the helmet back on. It's not the same way to tie it after you put on the mengu. So usually I just hide it in the back. You know, nobody can tell the difference. This part is really baggy and stretchy. You don't even have to move the arms, just gently up to the shoulder, under the neck guard, and go this side. That's it. Make sure this part actually goes under. So I would lift it up a little bit, put the helmet back on. And then you put the maidate on the top, and voila, there you go. And technically the whole armor part is removable. I got a regular edition, but there's a deluxe version and the just armor version. In the deluxe version you can display it and you have all kinds of other accessories, but unfortunately it was all sold out everywhere, and the only one that I could get my hands on was the regular one. But I'm very happy with it. I thought about doing it in one video, just remove the armors and actually I bought some crafts and maybe do a little armor stand myself, but I probably need a whole nother video for that one. So stay tuned. And now we're gonna take a look at the 101. Doesn't look too bad, I would say, but the shoulder pads fall off really often, so I have to put it back on. This golden armor is the one that he wore in his earlier battles, in his earlier days. So I don't know, does he look younger in Setsuko? This one also comes with the mangu, same elastic. Mangu is really tight, so I would recommend you to remove the head like this and install it the other way around. Put it back on, looks like this. And as for the helmet, it's a lot lighter. Same kind of design, a little bit smaller, but it actually has this clan symbol of Tokugawa Ieyasu on the maidate. So you can tie it the same way as I showed before, but I'm not gonna show it here. I'm just gonna loosely put it on, show you how it looks like. And it's very loose, and you get what you pay for, I guess. And of course it comes with a tachi and a short blade wakizashi. These ones are just, not really well made, but still die cast if you pull it out, right? Especially this one, the tachi, there's no details whatsoever, just one layer of paint, that's it. Gold, white, and metal right here, right? And to be honest, it's a little bit rusted too, so I don't know. But this one is only around $100, so not complaining. You want the curve to go this way, so it's just like this, very easy. You just put it in, 1, 2, bang, that's it. That's all you need to do. And now I'm gonna put these two side by side. Obviously the Coomodel one is superior, but this one, honestly, it's not bad at all. For a $100 action figure, it's pretty neat. Also, even if the armor is plastic, it's fully removable. I'm gonna try it in another video, not today. The joint is just too loose, right? And then the armor fell off. Anyways, let me show you guys first. And with the armor, it moves here, right? Not too bad, it's just the shoulder part is too loose. It can't even, yeah, it's too loose. And for the waist part, because of the armor, there's not a lot of movement. Can it do a split? I don't think so. This is the most that it can do. Can you do a kick? Yes, you can totally do a kick. That's pretty nice. Bend, it bends all the way back here and go back, right? Oh yeah, and now you see the bottom of the shoe. There's a lot of details carved in, right? Pretty nice. The biggest part of this is the ankle mobility. Because of this piece right here, the ankle, it cannot move forward at all, and it makes it really hard to stand. So that's the biggest flaw of this figure's articulation, for sure. Articulations of this one, arm, goes about here, and that's it. All right, pretty nice. The arm, you can bend to here. I don't want to bend it too much because I feel like these can easily be broken. Because the armor is more flexible, way better articulations than the other one. You can see when I'm moving, the armor is moving as well. Oh, right, they can all do a kick. The thigh part, pretty tight, not as tight as the ankle one, but pretty decent. Do a kick, can bend all the way here. How about to the back? To the back is like this. And ankle, really flexible. That's pretty much it. Well, I really had fun with these two. This is my first time owning a samurai action figure, and I am obsessed already. I got to do a little bit of research, learn a little bit more about samurai armors, and I really had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to know how to buy these figures, even though that we don't recommend any stores right now on our platform, but I will leave as many information as possible in the description so y'all can check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We update weekly. We'll have a lot of cool content coming out. Trust me on that one. Oh, I don't know what else to say. Until next time.